Alright, when last we left off, I attempted to look at a dead body and puked 3 goddamn times. We have still yet to see this fucking corpse up close. And until volumetric shit compressor, until that is done, I don't think I can view the corpse. So we gotta wait for that to happen. We're at 1533. We are waiting for 2100. That's when we'll get to hang out with the smoker. So that means I need to figure out... Oh yeah! Open the basement door behind the greenhouse in the backyard to intimidate the occupant. Yeah, I do like that profile. Alright, I'll lower the music. Let's bring the music down a tick. Voices will leave up. I guess UI I could bring down a tick, and weather. Really, it's just voices we want loud. And any environmental stuff. What starting specialization should I start with? There's like 5 or 6 for each main stat. Follow your bliss. Like, the whole joy of this game is doing whatever the hell you want. Like, that's really what makes this game so much fun. Alright, apartment behind the greenhouse. Was there another door I could get through? Am I going to horribly offend a seatmate? I hope so. Alright, so we can't get out that way. I need to figure out how to get on the other side of this. Wait, I've been over there before. I've been over there before! I know how to get over there. Come along, Kim. We've got to go intimidate a witness. Because we're good cops, maybe. Who are you? Working class woman. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. No ceremonies, just slow. A good one? Is it a good book you're reading?
Yes. Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. And who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
Well, that's too bad for her. She found me.
Working class woman. Why isn't she working?
Shouldn't a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Phenomenal!
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
He points to his sleeves. I don't have those on. Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
Maybe your husband's missing.
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but... I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
She looks you straight in the eye. Her left foot is tapping nervously. A wild interaction, this one. I can totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
Hush, baby. Everything's gonna be okay.
What?
It's all right to not know where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Maybe it's your children that are missing.
No, absolutely not.
Her words come out quick as gunshots. Okay, then where are your children?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
She's definitely disturbed now. Nanny, where are they? Or I police whatever I want. Where are your
They
kids?
are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
Man, this voice really wants me to smoke something.
What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead? That's the bad vibe you got before.
What if they're at home, smoking cigarettes?
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about.
Thank you for the resubscription, MacLeod.
They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
I'm afraid the danger's now greater than ever. Tell me, how old are your children?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
And can you describe their appearance? Any features that stand out? Something to make identifying a little easier.
Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing?
Yeah,
That
those
they're in
skills are the
Shamrock,
voices.
safe and well, at some stupid party.
Did someone say party? You could use a party. Hunt it down.
I could do with a party. A killer party, not a lame-o party.
A killer party? What is it with you and pulp staples? My God. Please, no more talk about my daughters. They are fine.
She picks up a book and tries to concentrate. A flock of seabirds passes by.
Okay, it must be asked then. What are you doing here? Why are you pursuing this? Is it a hunch?
Yes, a hunch. Maybe it's your cockatoo who's missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
This is a person trying to read a book in the rain. This is also a terrible idea. Why are all these books just outside in the rain? Come on, bring them inside. Anyway, I'm just harassing this poor innocent person.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Thank you, Kim. You understand me. Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
It's a trap. Never ever say what.
All right, cockatoo not missing. I just wanted to make sure.
Great.
Just one more question. What did you mean by me being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
You're being sarcastic. Let's talk about some... Wait, get task. Well now. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the tip.
Wonderful. The store is open.
Watch her browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. Another comrade. Years of labor are pressing down on her shoulders. She deserves a hug for all the work she's done for mankind.
Unsolicited physical contact with a stranger? All
You
right.
step in and close your arms around this foreign body, wandering astray in touch. There's a small movement beneath your hands as you shut your eyes. Then a tiny voice breaks out and asks.
What is happening?
She seems to be confused. Your hands are wrapped around her polyester coat. The fabric feels cold, moist from the sea nearby.
Keep hugging her.
The situation is oddly intimate. Your cheek is pressed against her shoulder. Her hand is trapped between your chest. 5 seconds pass, and the passing seems so unimaginably long. Then she coughs and says again,
What are you doing, officer?
"Less talk, more feeling. Keep your eyes closed. Soak in the closeness. See what the feeling entails."
We can keep your eyes closed for a brief longer. I'm fighting for the working class, or I hug whoever I please. I'm a hug monster. I fight for the working... I'm fighting for the working class.
Fighting for it how?
She hasn't let go of your embrace yet. One hug at a time. A hug a day keeps the bourgeoisie away.
Oh,
There's a strange sensation. The woman strengthens her grip. She's hugging you back.
I guess it's better than nothing. Keep fighting on, my fellow comrade.
Then she breaks up the hug, her cheeks flushed.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I love you. That's all for now. I'll let you
The
read.
woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Godspeed, comrade. Hug the proletariat. We did talk to the union boss last time. That man is very good in a bad man kind of way. And then we also talked to racist number 2 is how we described him in the game. We're waiting for racist number 3. But the very large tattooed man who calls us ham-colored. Ma'am, I need a book on cockatoos.
Officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I'm looking for a book about cockatoos.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
Farewell for now, book peddler.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
What about this guide to cockatoos, shopkeep?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
20% chance? Angry storekeeper stared at. It's only $4. I'll just buy the book. I want to buy the guide to cockatoos.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Now we have 2 other books to read. We have the cockatoos and also La Fume, Volume 1. Everclear is my favorite dumb voice. I'm surprised you defeated his famous boss chair fight. I mean, he gave me a $20 check and I was like, thanks, bye! But we did chat for a while. I love how often he's like, we're gonna help you find your gun. Like, I know you're blackmailing me, I get it, Jesus. I tried to look at that body so many times, I can't do it. I'm just waiting for that compressor to finish being learned. Alright, let's read this book first.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Flip through the pages, see what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white.
Party, it is indeed a frog gap.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents.
How you doing, Party?
The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
What is this Kunst und Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
Day 3 is the earliest. I mean, I'm not in any rush. Whatever happens, I'm happy with this playthrough, even if we solve nothing. I'm alright. Like, I had a headache. It's toned down a little bit.
Why they decided to title this one section Invalda is beyond you. It evokes a sense of recognition and fellowship among those privileged enough to understand.
It's plenty to work with? Ah, I bet. Kunz seems like a mispronunciation. Wait. Kunz? No, we couldn't mispronounce Kunz.
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
That's me! Those are my initials. I'm a local artist. Oh, thank God. We're gonna be done compressing our shit soon.
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Read the profile of me.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
And what's this Tip Top Tournée?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing. If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
Did you see that ludicrous sponsorship last night? Let's see what these communists have to say about Dipped Up.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tourney.
Wait, what's wrong with Dipped Up?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
Are they talking about NASCAR?
So, all of it, basically.
Hang on. Who wrote this stuff? What's wrong with a good motor crash? They just keep it interesting.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
Wow, you're right. I really am just in for the violence.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tourney is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Kim, come here. Did you know Tip Top Tourney is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction? Kim, I had no idea.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
Kim, I wonder what else is really just a metaphor for life under capitalism.
I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Not seeing the comedy? Was walking up to a strange woman reading a book and just giving her a hug and saying we're doing it to fight fight capitalism not funny for you? I thought that was funny. What's the editor's note have to say? International developments? No. You know, I'll save this magazine for a little bit later. I want to find out my spirit bird. But more importantly, I want to find out if I've compartmentalized my shit.
Volumetric shit compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today.
Welcome
where
back, Nar.
A police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist
Yeah, not
only
very
at
much,
the
Nar.
center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
All you've missed out on is there's a woman outside the bookshop. I walked up to her and just gave her a hug. And interrogated her about her missing children and missing husband, who are not missing. All endurance, white checks unlocked, learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Alright, this should help us out with puking every time we try and examine the body. Thank God, we could finally look at the corpse. A threatening hug? It was a very peaceful, welcoming hug. She enjoyed it. She hugged me back. Alright, corpse, this is it. My vengeance starts now.
There he still is, looking right through you with his
Yes.
white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Yes, in the name of working class solidarity. Alright, now that we have the cunified non-vomiter, we've waited long enough, and we have the shit compressor, and I've put a point into endurance, it's finally time.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Oh no, I would have died laughing if I failed that check. Like, we've puked so many times trying to inspect the body. Let's inspect the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Is this a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you.
Take
The
his
thought
shoes.
dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
Sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
The idea is we are a police officer in this fictional universe, but we have a shitty life. Like, we're depressed, we're suicidal, we're an alcoholic. And when the game starts, we wake up after a horrendous banger. Like, we took drugs, we drank, and we passed out, and we woke up completely amnesiac. We know nothing. We remember nothing. And so we're picking up the investigation with only the knowledge that we hate ourselves and are useless. A lot of people also don't like us. Yeah, we did a multi-day bender. Nothing but booze, speed, and meth. Yes. So 7 days after this murder happens, we take control of the character as the player. And over the course of my playthrough, I have internalized certain ideas. So I've internalized the notion of being a hobo cop. Just being okay with getting my money from dirty cans in the street, being homeless. I'm hobo cop internally. Also, sorry cop and communist cop. I've really internalized a lot of weird stuff as I go. The game is very wide open in like how you play and what ideas you internalize and what voices you have in your head. It's kind of incredible. Like, I've been blown away by this game so far. But yes, I'm running around with a trash bag to collect cans from money. But yes, I've gotten my shit together now. I've compressed all the shit. I took the shit compressor. Let the lieutenant work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there. Why haven't they processed the body? Because I was in charge of that, and I was on a bender doing meth and speed and drinking excessively.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
We're basically on an island that's run by a corrupt union, and the union does everything, and we're here under the impression that the union's probably responsible for this murder.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then,
A sound,
yeah, there's barely a
short
government.
flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Like, we're a ragtag group of people designed to So for example, Chris does have a gun. I lost my gun, thank you very much. Well, really, I sold it to a pawn shop, and now it's on the street somewhere. I also don't have my badge. I lost that too. But, like, a huge upheaval happens. A lot of governments apparently fell, and in the aftermath of all that, there's a really shitty excuse for a police department put together. It's the RCA, right? Trying to remember what that stands for. Cool machine, Kim.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to
Yes,
him.
thank you, RCM.
It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
I think you mean RCE, Real Civil Engineer. Can I have it? I should look at it later, without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Let's inspect that belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Thank you, Jim. That is much more accurate than my drunk ass hasn't paid as much attention to to the history as I should have.
This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, Kim, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is the reinforced kind, Kim, for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
They sure want him to stay up there, Kim. It's reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it.
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains, Kim. My mother, my love of my life, was certainly not a briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
I didn't even get him up there, Kim.
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? Points to the ladder on the side of the tree.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
I don't know. They would still need height to get up there.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Let's go ahead and look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Ah. Tell me, who are you, dead man?
I'm gone.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question for you, dead man.
Go ahead, Coppo.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring. They really do give me all the options I could potentially want in a conversation. Where have you gone, dead man?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
What the hell is happening, dead man?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you and you're dead.
It's the power of your
Black frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination.
Imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
Horrific Necktie is the best character, and I'm sad we didn't have him for the entire first day of this game.
He loves those.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up. Copperoonie, Rooney.
Who killed you?
He's getting upbeat now.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Provocopo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Maybe this will lead to something. Something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous. The clown lips on the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you slowly.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney is not who I am. I'm Harry.
No. You're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney the motherfucker.
He must have taken some good shit to still be hallucinating days later. Only the industrial strength drugs are good enough for me. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
A baby affected by a harlequinism.
You sure I got out of that one? Coppolini.
Enough.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
That's interesting. He said a completely different line of dialogue than what's written up here. Anyway, let's look at those boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow.
They do look like stormtrooper boots.
These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, Kim. They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Ah, it's a quirk of the Final Cut version. What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fairweather. Fairweather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there's no rest of the uniform. Understood,
The
Kim.
sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form.
Material looks out of
Ageless
place here.
and synthetic.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line on the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much we talking about, Kim?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Damn.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Ka-ching, baby! Not the boots.
By catching, do you mean, let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit the lieutenant in a conspiracy.
If this constabulary's dragging their feet, why not start ourselves before more good men die?
So they don't get shot in the foot? I think our extremities are fine without a dead man's boots.
I suppose you're right.
Oops. Well, no one said it would work. Back to detecting now.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
These look pretty advanced for security.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
Sounds fragile.
Anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether.
Kim, have you heard about thetans, Kim? Let's hit the boot and explode the leg. Yeah, this is like a bloated corpse from 7 days of hanging. We're lucky it's been like freezing cold out, otherwise it'd be really bad.
Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What's this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run my finger over the
The
lines.
smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whorls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
Kim, look! It seems like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
He tips the drawing ballpoint of his pen on his tongue.
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
Drama? After what you did to me last time, I'm gonna pass on that, you bastard.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Let's try and pull that boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab the boot under your arm.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Gonna get the body down one way or another.
Stop!
The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why?
You're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
I'm not a homo.
Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You are about to seriously compromise the coroner's case. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside this boot.
How many clues do you need? You already found a number. Besides,
He taps the boot.
there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Refuse for honor. Sounds like a plan.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Okay, got it.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Let's stop and relax our eyes.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
So, Kim, you know what? I want to see what that other dialogue would have been.
As you narrow your only the lower extremities.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
His face and hands are pink. Thighs, too. Rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Gross.
So, what do you think?
He's beaten up. See those bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
You love asking Kim questions he has no answer for, yes.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
I think he's dead.
I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently. His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that. It ended 7 days ago. Dead. What is dead? We're gonna go with the world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that. It ended 7 days ago, Kim.
That sounds about right, yes.
Something's coming out of
A
him.
pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death.
Maybe.
He doesn't want to dwell on it too long.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
How do we get him down, Kim?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Step back, having a
The
look.
cadaver slowly twists
Boots,
on
belt,
the cargo
tattoos,
belt. His torso
eyes.
covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Yep, preliminary examination's done. Let's get him down from there.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Maybe we can shoot him down, Kim. We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
It seems
There
dangerous.
has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Maybe we can shoot him down, Kim.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
I don't know. Just, shoot up there, maybe. Just shoot the belt. The bullets will break it.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Let's let Kim choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp,
Oh god, he's gonna do it!
unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world.
I can't believe Kim's going to shoot.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Say nothing.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
Kim isn't drunk, but all his ideas can't be good. Impossible. Kim's the smartest man I know.
God damn it.
he feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do not console him.
I fired and I missed.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Maybe we could ask for help from Maybe we could ask for some help from the harbor.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda.
Yeah. Let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Can someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
What was that about processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
Get the boys from processing take care of this.
No.
Okay then.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Sounds like I should try shooting the gun.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load the pistolet.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
The piece shines in his outstretched hand.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Take the gun and shoot Kuno.
Take it, you fucking banani poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
See, Kim knows that we have a special kind of process.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
17%. Oh no. Point the gun at the kid. Close your left eye
Your
first.
field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick, with the falling rain. The corpse slowly rotates.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Oh, that didn't help. Shut up!
Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Don't point the gun at the children. Don't point the gun at the children. Alright, 17% chance. We're gonna nail it, obviously. Whoops!
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry! I knew it! What a mulka!
Start crying. You're sensitive.
It feels dry. Nothing comes out of you as you stretch and bend your face into a crying shape. You're too furious to cry, apparently.
Try harder. Try really hard to cry.
The lieutenant watches you jerk some tears, your shoulders shaking and your eyes dry. The gun begins to slip from your fingers.
Oh, almost died.
The lieutenant gently picks his gun from your hand and holsters it.
We still need to get him down somehow.
His tone is growing tired now. The stench makes him turn away from the corpse. But how, damn it? How, Kim?
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
But won't it be dangerous, Kim?
To ask the suspects for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Evrard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to accomplish this feat ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Going to beat you up, Kudos. Good job, we already found a way into the harbor.
Hooray for us.
Well, let's get to it then. Little shits, beat you with this goddamn crowbar.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kudo, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I phase shifted through the roofing material, Kuno. I'm a wizard.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He says to himself, then turns to you.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What's with the tube of magnesolum, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify it.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
What was with the pig head, Kuno?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Cool pig head, I liked it. I got one too. This one. It's shit.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Reverse psychology, Kuno. You can't handle this.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
I found a plate covered with powdery residue. Know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Put points into empathy to try again. Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, electrochemistry's constantly trying to get us high. I do have, I think, 2 skill points just waiting for me to spend them. I could throw a point into empathy and try again. I would love to figure out what the fuck is wrong with this kid. I'm gonna do it. I just had the 1 point. But still, I'm happy with that. 1 point in in empathy. Now I'm gonna try and
does Kuno
unravel this child.
It's not
Yes!
Kuno. It's Kuno-S.
Kuno! Kuno. Psst. Come here.
Fuck you whispering about?
He whispers back.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
She's trying to control you. We gotta get you out of here. What's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy scary. I'm glad she's out of our hair. She's fucked up.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
I feel like he doesn't want to be controlled, but at the same time, he might buck against this early. What's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy scary.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants.
She ground up a man, smoked him. Oh, fuck.
Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
He hunches down again.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
What do you mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
He's meant everything he said before, but right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Isn't she too small to overpower someone?
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Okay, how many cops has she killed then?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
He feels eyes in the back of his head and stops.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children.
Kuno! I'm afraid for you, Kuno.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Kuno, do you think it's possible she's killed other children?
Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah.
Is she your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit.
Stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
He points to the apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Kuno?
The little one twists her neck, looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
You said she got in. How?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
And what about your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno, Kuno-S, two of a kind.
Why is she called Kuno-S then?
Because she fucking looks like Kuno.
You don't know her name?
No one knows her name. Kuno calls her C.
And what's that language she uses? Napakimpi and Fagiri.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really.
Kuno, could she be Suris?
Surois? Like that man from Helmdall shit? She could be. She could be that Helmdall shit.
Revachol does have a small Surirese community, or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
Do you think she has anything to do with that dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
And you said she's insane.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
Whoa!
Yeah.
He watched it sink in. What's the real deal here, Kuno?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
And how are you dealing with all this, Kuno?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
He spits through the gap in his front teeth. You need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
The boy looks you in the eye, black pupils trying to focus. I can respect that, Kuno.
All right. Now we can do business.
Business.
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts, no longer whispering.
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Remember when you tried to get Kuno to hook you up? We can get on that now. If you run a little errand for the Kuno, me and you, Kuno's gonna hook you up with illegal narcotics. See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pan buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex.
Sweet! We got a child to sell us illegal drugs! We did it! I feel like we're winning this game now.
Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need.
Ooh. +1 the saver fare, +1 the physical instrument. What was that about running you an errand and illegal narcotics, Kuno?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Yes, okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
And who's your dad, Kuno?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Sounds like you're describing me, Kuno, except for the violent part. Replace violent with sad, Kuno. I'm sad and don't drink too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In
How much-
your condition?
How much material are we talking about here, Kuno?
Like half.
He says very confidently. Half of what, Kuno?
A baggie. But like in this vial.
But that's not very much material at all, Kuno.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
I've made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's going to happen.
Okay. Kuno's listening.
I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. Going in there for justice, Kuno. I'm a narc. La, you need speed. I'm going in there, but not for the speed, Kuno. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol.
Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything.
He aggressively points at his eyes.
Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
I'm a bad addict cop, and I'm going to get my fix. Come on, Kim. Obviously, I'm not going to take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor.
Okay, then.
Well, I'm honestly kind of interested in those pants. Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno, you know you care. We're basically best friends now, Kuno. Best friends. Yeah, we have +1 electrochemistry, -1 saver fare. Those pants are pretty fucking sweet. We need $20 at the end of the day. We would need to get $5 more. We could do it. We could buy the pants.
Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies.
Kuno unzips his jacket and pulls the pants out.
Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words. You're not in his debt.
No, you see, when I gave you the money debt was over, Kuno. I was in money debt to you for maybe 5 seconds, and that's being generous, Kuno.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay, Kuno, whatever you say, buddy. Really, I'm like a father to Kuno. Hobo incoming. Alright, you little sociopath.
I'll die before I squeal.
Fuck you, I hate you, you're the worst child. Come on, Kim. We gotta find more bottles, because I need more money, Kim. Also, let's see about intimidating a witness or something. I forgot what we're doing, Kim. We might be the bad guys, Kim. Listen, Kuno, he's trying his best.
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
What a mysterious little sociopath. Spattering of bullet holes in this wall.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Press your ear against the door.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Knock.
You knock silently. The upholstery muffles the sound. No response comes from the apartment.
I guess no one is in?
Lieutenant looks uncomfortable.
You're pretty sure the owner of the apartment isn't here. It's safe-ish.
Lieutenant Kim, what's your opinion on this task we're undertaking?
Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself.
The lieutenant replies, inspecting the padded door.
Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about.
So you don't mind if I unlock the door then, Kim?
I mind that the local thug is using the RCM for his busy work. But if this gets us to the bottom of this hanging, then I'm willing to look over it. On the other hand, we could just leave and tell Evrart we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it.
Leather upholstery on the outside of a door? I've never heard of that before, but I'm sure it exists somewhere. Lie? To Everett? Is that an option?
Yes. Presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task. You make the call.
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this. Besides, if you never open it, you're never gonna find out what's behind the door.
Inland Empire, so you know exactly what I'm thinking.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude.
You get out of here.
Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator.
Whoa, a white alligator, you say?
Fountain of quicksilver. There might be important information in the apartment. I mean, there might. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft, a whistle.
Gotta find out what's inside this room. My, oh my. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures.
What do I mean by uncomfortable?
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
Typical asshole.
This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Whip out your yellow man mug and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever
It's
is
the
here
mug dude.
might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road.
I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm honestly surprised that the mug actually came back up in a like through-liney kind of way here. Like we know who the mug belongs to now.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash, Kim?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
It's Chekhov's mug.
You could ask Everard who this person is once you're done here.
Nice shirt for myself. Almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty.
What's with the sun?
This isn't just one sun, but there are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle.
What's the sevenfold sun miracle?
It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. It is but one of the many strange optic atmospheric phenomenon of this wondrous archipelago. You're sure you once saw sundogs in your youth, and blue flares.
Kim, look! It's the old flag of the suzerain.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
Starting to think I might know who lives here.
By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing.
Finish the thought.
The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feudal flags, it looks like a children's drawing.
It could be Renee, but it'd be weird if Renee was racist. He doesn't strike me as racist. He does strike me as old-fashioned, right? But I don't know about the collection of mugs part. Yeah, that's the thing. He's very old-fashioned. Small suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over. Well, I've completely looked at this house. You never know.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
Hey, I'm not some sort of peeper. It's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
Yeah, it could be racist lorry driver, but he hadn't seen that mug before. He really loved the mug, but he hadn't seen it before. Jamrock Shuffle. Confusing behavior. But now it's clear you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets, maybe juicy containers. Let's be honest, you like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind by the Philippian king that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across any of those yet, but one day... Wait, is that why you're so hell-bent on opening containers? Do you think you'll find the Holy Scepter and the Orbe de Montaigne? What is... Torque Dork? Shit, is Torque Dork written somewhere? Sunday! What's going on? How was your stream? Tell me all about it. On the list to your left. Oh, you're right, Torque Dork. We can't see ones we haven't figured out yet. So, like, these orange ones are ones that I have internalized. I got them in there. And then these white ones are ones I could internalize. And then all these are things that could happen if I run into the right thing to have those thoughts, basically. Could it be racist number 2? Maybe. Someone give Sunday a shout-out. Mighty Odin did number 1 SO, which is not quite the same thing as a shout-out. It's close, though. Very close. It was a dragon, not a spider. See, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Minecraft. All right, now I know what you were doing. It's like, I don't know. It could be anything. All right, so Kuno's dad is the most violent man in town, apparently, and he's in here somewhere.